Hey guys, today another installment in the Master Your Flash series. Today I'm going to talk to you about using high-speed sync on your flash. Now on a bright and glary day like today, if you want to use your flash and be able to do creative things and still maintain a fast aperture, making use of the high-speed flash sync capabilities of some of the cameras and flash combos out there is going to open up a whole world of possibilities. So I'm going to bring in a second camera, be the model and the host, and explain it to you in a couple of easy steps. Okay, so this is surely a familiar scene. You've got a beautiful backdrop that you want to include in your shot, but that's where the sun is. So, you know, at the moment you can't see much detail on my face, and neither can the camera that I've set up to take the portrait. Now, it's going to be metering for the whole background. Now, because the background is so bright, either the background is going to be exposed properly and then I'm just going to be a silhouette, or I can expose it for me, but then the background is going to be incredibly blown out. So let's have a look at that.
So there we are exposing for the background, and you can see you can't see me at all, and there we are trying to bring me up, completely blows out the back.
Okay, so neither of those are particularly suitable solutions. I'm shooting wide open at f2.8, I'm at ISO 100. With the background nice and me as a silhouette, it was around 1/2500th of a second. But to, overexpose it a lot to bring me up, it was bringing it down to like 1/500th of a second. Neither of them really work. But what if we add some fill light from the built-in pop-up flash on the camera? Then that's going to bring me up, right? But we're still likely to hit a problem because depending on what camera you're using, your built-in flash normally has a maximum sync speed of 1/200th or 1/250th of a second. Let's have a look at that. So I pop the flash up, I've got it overexposing, and it's flashing to 1/250th of a second is not a suitable number because that's all that it can sync at, but I'm going to force it to do it anyway. So back into my mark, do my Zoolander. Okay, now I can see that flash was working hard. Let's see how it looks.
At 1/250th of a second, it's just not fast enough to keep the background dark. The flash brings me up, but the background is still just too bright.
The answer is it still looks rubbish. Now, we could do a couple of things here. We could bring the F number up to, like F8, darkening the whole scene down, and then that's going to work. But it's still not exactly what we want. What if we throw in some extra power using an external flash? The SB700 is a fantastic flash. You don't need to go crazy and get the SB900 or the 910. This one is just fantastic. Way more power, and it's higher from the camera lens, so you get a better angle of light hitting your subject. But still on this one, to really get the results we want, we're going to have to enable the high-speed sync that I mentioned at the start of the video. So let me give you a close-up on how I do that. Okay, going into focal plane flash or high-speed flash is really simple. Here we are on the Nikon. Go into your settings menu and then jump into bracketing and flash, and then it's just flash sync speed. So you'll see you have a range of different options, but then you've got these AFP. So you jump in, you can choose either one of them, okay? And then when it shows it as having a little star there. So that means when it needs to go over 320, it will do so. Now, if we have a look at the top screen, it's telling us, even though we've got the flash attached, it can fire at 1/2000th of a second. However, if we turn off this top flash and take it off, and then pop up the regular flash, it's flashing 320 because that's the maximum this camera is able to sync at, unless it has a flash that's enabled for autofocal plane flash. Okay, high-speed sync enabled. Let's get the shot now. Hello. Clearly, that's a hell of a lot better result for the shot that we want to be able to still shoot wide open, have backlighting, and be able to bring up your subjects using the high-speed sync. Now, not every camera, not every flash will support that. It's actually quite advanced. Still, the time that the shutter is open is only really enough for a full burst of light when it's around 1/250th. So what these flashes are doing is actually painting light in lots of little bursts, pop, 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 as the slot of exposure moves across the frame, giving an equal exposure to the whole frame. It's quite amazing that they're able to do that. but a lot of cameras support it now. So check your model, get a suitable flash, and you can overcome difficult situations like this one. I hope that helps. Next video I'm doing is going to be on slow speed sync, which is a different situation, but works beautifully well as well. So please click to subscribe, jump onto that nikonguy.com. You can sign up to our mailing list, and I'll see you soon.